Hello everybody, welcome to a very special sponsored video. This is sponsored by the developers of Dawnblade. You can check out the game in the link in the description down below, and in this video you're going to be seeing me taking the early steps right the way through to a little bit further on in the game. This is an action RPG game on mobile and is available in the link in the description down below. Available on iOS and Android. One of the first things that I do check with any kind of like mobile game that we get to kind of review on the channel or take a look at is inputs. Because I play Marvel Contest of Champions, which from time to time doesn't really have the best of inputs in game, I must say I'm very impressed that whenever I swipe in a certain direction, it actually works. The same thing when I click on buttons, it works incredibly responsively. I don't know if that's the correct English, but you know, when I move like this, look, see on screen, move, it's like it's quick, snappy, responsive. Some things are incredibly important when it comes to games like this, games like any kind of game on mobile. The touch sensitivity is responsive. So with responses being good, it's time to take on the Manticore and use special abilities. I've got myself a really cool little dash, so whenever the enemy can come towards me, I can just do that, and it should take me away from any kind of problems, issues, and things like that. But yeah, we want to go on a bit more of a journey and unlock more things. Dawnblade has a very low size in megabytes, so that means that the game can be a bit more efficient, and that's probably why you're seeing like better responses and things like that. The great thing about this game is it's supported well by the developer. I mean, look at this. 5 days ago, there was a new version of the game. Now, 5 days ago, I'm recording this on the 29th of December, was Christmas Eve. So the developer was working right up to Christmas Eve to then make sure that the game is up to date, bugs are dealt with, new content is being added in, and they did a special kind of like winter event for like Santa arriving. So that's pretty cool. The game has a watch ad feature, so if you want to get double the amount of gold, you can just watch an advert for free, which then allows you to get some extra gold as a result. Look, it's down to personal preference. I know some people really like this, other people are very kind of indifferent on this, but it's something that allows players for free rather than having to spend money on games to allow them to kind of like get more as a result. I mean, I just did it there to like double my gold, and that's like going to be really handy for me when it comes to like ranking up, leveling up items that I'm going to need. Now, I really like some of the attacks that you get for your character, and you could like rank them up, upgrade them just so they're more powerful. I mean, just look at the ability here. Like, I love this kind of like swinging swords ability. Just taking down, it's like, it's just such a good like AoE type warrior type move. Just like be swinging your sword around, just like absolutely destroying enemies. I've just got to a point as well on my level where I can add a pet. So there's my pet right there. It's like an ogre with a shell. I should, if I can name him, I'm not naming Frank after my pet tortoise, because it just reminds me a bit of Frank. You like to kind of like take on people and just, well I say bite, doesn't really bite. It's called Odd One. Sticking with the watch ad side of things, for free, even like they put here for in the game, it's like freebies, which is basically there's a load of things when it comes to like improvements to your pet, improvements and helpful things for you from gold, life stones, like crystal packs, and crystal packs look to be your like premium item there. They allow you to just like to watch adverts to then gain some of these items, which look, a lot of games developers and mobile games especially, do not do. So this is really cool. Right, got to work on some skills now, improve them. So spinning blade is one of my favorites, so I'm going to be improving that particular attack, because I just like spinning around and doing damage to multiple enemies, which, you know, seems to be like a big part of like who you face off against. So yeah, I'm going to get this up to as far as I possibly can. I've now reached my level max with that one, so yeah, I'm on max level 6. I need to do some more leveling. One thing that I've got to do is like improve stats, and one thing I do like, I'm more of an offensive based kind of character. I always kind of build a lot of my attack orientated, especially if I'm more kind of focused in a warrior type sense. And it kind of goes back to like other games, like games I've played as a kid, World of Warcraft, for example. You know, you look at the best stuff that you want to get. You know, there's equipment you can get in Dawnblade, pick up some fantastic stuff, improve stats, things like that. Whether it's health, mana, attack, and defense. You could pick to be tank. You can pick to be whatever you want when it comes to your build. Gems wise, again, if you've played other games, a lot of adventure RPGs, MMORPGs will have things like socketing gems into certain slots. So I mean, give a good example right here. Like we could take the novice sword, I could then add in a gem to it. But I do want to get some better stuff first before I end up kind of like going down that road. So let's continue on with the campaign. There's a lot of free stuff on offer at the moment as well in game. So please, you know, go and check out the link in the description, because you can pick up a whole like number of things. There's a lot of freebies when you start off playing the game, and as well for the special event that's currently going on in game, which is the Santa event. So whilst I get this video up, you'll probably see that this event is still running, so it gives you that kind of like head start and helpfulness. At the moment, I'm speed running through what is the final part of this particular quest, or part of the campaign, and it's going a little bit. Yeah, it's going well. Apart from my pets died, but apart from that, it's not too much the end of the world. This is going to be the final boss fight, which is going to be coming up in a moment, so I'm pretty excited for that. I'm also going to make sure I'm holding on to my ability, my 1,000 slashes, which is going to be quite good. And as well, we've got now the serpent, which has just arrived. I'm going to do my 1,000 there, and then I'm going to go straight into this ability as we just get under the AoE of the Serpent King. And I'm just going to be careful a little bit here to kind of like where I'm kind of going. I did a nice little dash there, and then we're again away from the serpent. We're going to go for our 1,000 slashes now. Time. Nice, and then a final finishing blow. Love it. That's what you want to see. Oh no, I left one character up, but I think I did that in a very kind of quick time frame. I think if you manage to clear in a very quick space of time, then you can get yourself better scores, which you can see there. There's an S score, which is 135, 1 minute 35, 210, 250, etc. So I think if I go back and redo these ones, I can do them at better pace. But yeah, a lot of fun so far. I made a quick pit stop to rank up some of my skills, which has been really important, especially for 1,000 slashes, which now is up to like 100% damage, and then you know, a spinning blades is up to the level 9. So it's equivalent to the level you are, the highest you can get it to, which is great. So I'm ready to get into more fights. And we got ourselves into chapter 2 of the campaign, which is Obsidian Plains, and it's good to see my pet up and living because, hey, it was not alive the last time we played. It unfortunately it bit the dust, but you know, I'm back, I'm stronger. I haven't done anything with the pet just yet. You can evolve them. I did bring them up to level 5. I may need to bring them up further, especially when it comes to the latter points of the further chapters in the game. Oh, look at that. I get something for turning level 10. I get some of the premium stuff. Love it. I've just unlocked a new skill, which I think is pretty cool. It's called Health on Hit. You recover a small amount of health when attacking enemies. So again, like these nice little things, just really helpful. Like I can't remember when I played Diablo Immortal whether or not they had something like this one. And yeah, like if you're looking for an alternative to Diablo Immortal or other types of adventure RPGs, MMO RPGs and stuff like that, then you know, go and check out Dawnblade. Link in the description. So I'm gonna give something a crack called Hero Trials. I don't know what this is. Interested, to say the least, as like what it does. I don't know if this is like a timed attack. You've got to stay alive for as long as possible. You know, we'll kind of like try and do our best, especially with my pet. Which come on, fight pet, fight, take the damage, and I'll kind of do my thing here, zip around and all that, do special abilities like that, go into this section here, do the 1,000 blades like that, go and do another one. Oh, I'm actually doing not too bad. Just got to watch out a bit for like AoE, keeping my distance, bringing these people down, being aggressive, being on the front foot, being knocked down, didn't want to do that, getting my combos up, get that done. You know, tap in, swiping in, all that stuff. Do that ability. Do my 1,000 hits. My pet is down. I'm going to be very careful here because I'm playing very aggressively, but I'm thinking like, do I need to be playing very aggressively? And there's a manticore, so everything's just kicking off all at one given time. But I am playing as aggressively as possible, especially as I get my counters up. I don't know if it's time attack on this one. I didn't properly check out, but I wanted to check out whether or not we've what we're doing with this one. I should really check. We'll check after this one. But you know, like me, I like to be aggressive, get involved. Maybe I've got to survive the 10 seconds required, and that's like what's going to happen. And that's going quite well. That new ability, Health on Hit, is actually kind of like relatively helpful. Do my 1,000 slashes and do that and finished. Okay, good. Level cleared. So I had damage suffered 90%, total kills 53 with gold. Best combo was 368. And I get that. I don't know if I've got to beat that or not, but yeah, I just kind of went in because I wanted to see like what it was all about. But I get a rank. This is cool. I guess like I'm competing with other players across the world, where they've got a certain rank, and yeah, it's like in MCOC we'd refer to it as like battlegrounds type thing. And yeah, I'm down there. RichTheMan, I'm there at position number 74. But obviously people have got a lot more in that time. It may be a bit more difficult levels. Don't know, but it's cool. That's another kind of PvP element to this, or PvP PvE. I've been experimenting around when it comes to like the gem enhancement, so you can enhance your items, which I've done. I've created great bracers, which has added a little bit more to the abilities, which has a 25 mana, crit chance, and health on hit. Just to check out like what it's all about. I'm sure that down the line there'll be better gear, but I thought, well, I'll add it into my rare gear first and foremost, and see if it kind of like adds any kind of improvements. Obviously it has by stats improvements, which is great. I should really do something about my pet, which does desperately need to be improved and evolved and brought up for several levels, because sadly it hasn't been surviving that well. So I've brought that pet now up to is that level 8. Okay, final battle time, and just waiting for the boss to arrive, especially as they obliterate everybody when I do my 1,000 slashes. I love that ability. I know I've got like more. I've just got up to level 11, and I'm sure that when I get to level 12, it's going to be good to unlock that new skill, new ability. That's the end boss there. We're going to do 1,000 slashes again. I'm just going to do that and just unlock that just quickly as we spin into the action and do a bit of damage. Do a dash attack, just kind of like, you know, for dramatic effect as I get knocked down right there. Sadly my pet's down, but I'm doing well. I think the game and developer really allows for new players to the game to like get further quicker, and also like feel that they're doing better damage wise and stuff like that. So I think that's really good. Now you are rewarded for the amount of time that you play in game, so the further you go, the further you get. I mean, look at the length of time here. Like the more hours you play going down the line, you get some really nice chests what you unlock, which can be beneficial. So the game rewards loyalty, and you don't need to spend for that, which again, another kind of really good feature about this game. One final thing, really important thing to mention, is about items, equipments, sets, as these can give set bonuses. Now here's a rare piece of gear that I've picked up from a boss that I've defeated in an earlier chapter, and this is Chaos Boots. Now part of the set bonus, so the Chaos set, says that equip 5 pieces of Chaos equipment and get plus 155 damage, equip 4 pieces purple equipment and get plus 350 HP, 32 defense if you have Chaos Bracers equipped. So these add extra bonuses to sets, which can be very important, whether or not it's the Halloween set, whether or not it's, yes, the Chaos set, or whether or not it's any new set, like or even like a Paladin set that you can pick up. There's lots of different sets of equipment to pick up, which is going to be beneficial for you, depending on how further you go into different areas, whether or not you are doing a set for PvP elements, whether or not you're doing hero trials, and different areas as well. So let's now finish up the video by trying to get up to level 12 and unlock that brand new sparkling skill, which hey, we're really close to. You can see the orange bar just going across, and it's really close to kind of like picking up this brand new skill, which I'm looking forward to seeing how mighty and powerful I can be without being stuck there on the... Ow! Don't go back there, Richard. It's like a lit flame when it comes to like, don't get caught on the spinning blades. Again, we'll launch it. Oh, I've got to tap multiple times. That's so sick. So you've got like an extra kind of element to it, where the more taps you do to it, it kind of like charges it up. Oh, I've got to like concentrate a bit more next time on that, but that looks pretty darn amazing. So I don't know if you saw that. You have to go like tap, 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 tap. That's cool interaction. I hope that the game dev team like continue on things like that, because it just spices things up to add like an extra element of skill to it. But also if it ramps up damage, and again, it's pretty epic and pretty cool. So I'm going to give that another try in a minute. So we'll just wait till like these mobs come at us, and as soon as, I'm just going to go, okay, press it there, tap, 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 and that's what it does. Oh my god, that's multiple combos and a lot of damage. Oh, that do be a lot of damage. So I'm going to go into my special 1,000 slashes just to get around them, go into my special spinning blades, which there we go. I love that. Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm taking a lot of damage. I was maybe a bit hasty there. Maybe hasty, Master Miriam. I was very hasty right there. So I'm going to do that again. Tap, 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 tap. And do a bit of damage. Do a bit more damage there with that as we swing round him. And go into my 1,000 slashes, which was going to be doing the business. Thank God. I played well there. Maybe a bit too kind of like overconfident. Maybe there's another kind of like element of equipment improvement I've got to make, skill improvements I've got to make, but having that new ability just looks really darn clean. So it's called Blade Frenzy, and that's actually something I can put 11 points into. So I probably can make that a lot more powerful than it is. But yeah, that's been Dawnblade. Go and check it out in the link in the description. A lot of fun, and I'm going to be getting on with like making a few more improvements, especially as I've been going through. Been playing nearly an hour in the game, and yeah, it's well worth kind of like checking out, investing some time. I've edited this down to like a 15-minute video, so yeah. That's been Dawnblade. Check it out in the link in the description. Thanks to the developer for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you all very soon.